So welcome to another edition of the Weekend Storage Warrior. Now I'm sitting here looking at my cluttered patio. I haven't been to any storage auctions for a couple weeks. Took a little break from the swap meet grind. So what have I been doing? Well, I've been trying to sell things online. I have these two surfboards soaking on Craigslist. One guy sent me some emails back and forth. But I started these off real high. This one is at $425 and that one's at $150. So it's there's plenty of room left to lower the price on those a little bit. And I've been doing a little bit of eBay. I got this stuff on eBay. That's all going to end tomorrow. This already ended. Had it on there for $50. Did not sell. The Sega Genesis. So what do? Once sell on eBay, you take it out to the swap meet and you sell it to a dealer for 20 bucks. Which is what we'll be doing tomorrow. Yes, we're going to go back to the swap meet. But before we go to the swap meet, we're going to do something else. We're going to go picking. Okay, so today we are going to go picking. It's about 8:15, a little bit late. But I looked on Craigslist. They have a section for garage sales. Wrote down a couple of addresses near my house to look at. And then along the way we'll be looking for signs that people put up that aren't on Craigslist. Saw the sign. This one was on Craigslist. Where is it? It might seem a little unsafe to be driving around filming, but I'm not looking at the camera. I'm just holding it in my hand. Now here we are. There's our sale. Get out and see what there is. I'll just park here and walk over there. Well, nothing there. They had a big stainless steel sink with a faucet. They wanted 80 bucks. And that's full swap meet retail price. No meat on that bone. When I'm picking, I'm very selective. When I do storage auctions, I'm not selective at all. I just bid on the first thing I see and buy units fast, like a crazy monkey grabbing for a banana. Alright. Alright, I've got this little thing. This is Lean. Presented by, it's got a lock and a key. $3. I flip it for 10. Nice house. That guy had a Nat Young surfboard. He wanted 50 for it. Really oddball board. I'm sitting on two surfboards right now that I'm trying to sell, so you know, I would have taken a gamble on it for 20, but not for 50. There's a little pond down there. I never knew that was there. Must be a dam. A little private housing community around a little lake. Well, I didn't buy anything, but I got to see a cool place. Okay. Well, I was just gonna give up, and now I see an estate sale, so we'll go see what's over here. Little homemade signs, which is a good sign. Usually the professional estate sales never have anything. This one's got these little yellow homemade signs. Let's go see what's at the estate sale. Old sleigh. Jackson. Rhodes. It's kind of interesting. It's old. So she's asking 150 for this with the amp. I don't know. Pass. That's what we have here. Genesis. Just what I really don't need. No games. There's a Super Nintendo. Very heavy. Lead. Got a bunch of this stuff. Somebody bought a table saw. And I actually bought something. It's a Sony Hi8 camcorder. No power supply, but I have a power supply for this. And these actually are worth a little bit of money. Paid 10 bucks for that. It's definitely an eBay item. The thing with these is people have the Hi8 tapes, nothing to watch them on, so they buy the camera to watch the tapes and change them into digital. Anyhow, that was a nice estate sale. She said her son had come and priced everything. That's good. The professional companies that do this, they intentionally put the prices really high so nobody buys anything. And then they have a contract that says they take all the leftovers. Okay, so here we are back home. Let's look up this Sony video camera. So you enter the model number in there. These are the active listings. One for $19 with one bid, one for $95, buy it now. Then you go to advanced, completed listings, search, and the ones that have sold will show in green, and the ones that didn't sell are black. So 140 didn't sell, 46, 18 bids plus 46 shipping, 68 sold. 49 sold. So this one's a moneymaker. 59 sold with 870 shipping. Now this doesn't have a power supply. That's why I got it for 10 bucks. I pointed that out. I said, "Do you know if it works?" She said, "I don't know." I said, "Well, how about 10 bucks?" But I happen to have a power supply because I buy these. Well, this is kind of a bummer. I thought I had a power supply for this. The one I have is a 5.2 volt. It's a very slightly different plug. This takes a 7.2 volt with a different plug. So now I have a useless handycam with no power supply. So we'll just have to sit on that, wait till we get a power supply for it. I guess I could buy one. Then I'm into it for another 10 bucks on a $50 camera. So that's how it goes. Anyway, today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday. These things will all hit on eBay. See how that goes. We're going to load the old truck full of stuff and go to the one place I know that I'm guaranteed to make something. The swap meet. Okay, we are loaded up, ready to go to the swap meet. I'll bring my little box. That just put a small dent in this stuff. This is the last gasp of the surfboard unit. Everything's all bought and paid for. Didn't put 5 tons on there. We're not gonna kill ourselves selling stuff for $1. Just try to make a little money, lighten the load. Alright, here we are entering the swap meet. It's a frosty 35 degrees. Let's try and find a space. Not run anybody over. Here's our place right here. It'll be just fine. Alright, so we're getting set up here. So when selling merchandise at the swap meet, it's important to have merchandising. That is, to display your merchandise in a coherent manner, like a bunch of bikes and parts and pieces. I acquired this merchandise legally at a lien sale. Anyway, a nice small load. Get in and get out quick. I sold the Sega in the first 30 seconds for $20. No listing, no pictures, no returns, no feedback. $20 in the pocket. Somebody's going out in an ambulance. Okay, so here we are at 11 o'clock. And I started with $60. And I got that back. Plus $167. Dead of money. This is actually the fourth swap meet out of that unit with the surfboards. It just had a ton of volume. So that's okay. I'll take 167 for 4 hours of work. This also serves the purpose to get it all priced by table. So when it goes back in the crates, it's already all priced. The stuff that was $4 will be $3, 2 for $5, so on and so forth. Did sell a few bike parts today. Sold some wheels, no frames, but that's okay. All in all, not a terrible day. A nice mellow day. Nobody was grinding on me too hard. It's all solid profit. $167. Now we get to go home and see what hit on eBay. Okay, that's a wrap. The trash people are scavenging my trash. I forgot to mention I sold the Lane box for $10 that I paid $3 for. So every little bit helps. And now we're gonna go try to find an adapter for a Sony camcorder. Alright, let's wrap this movie up. So when I got home, I looked on eBay and I found that I had sold 3 things. This book, this massager, and these Oakleys. They all went for a little bit less than I thought they would, but these all have condition issues. So that's okay. A little bit more money coming in from eBay. Anyhow, if you've watched my videos before, you know at the end I like to add up the profit that I've made. So in this case, my cost was $13 going out picking. I got that. There was no other cost on this because everything was leftover stuff out of the last big unit that I got with the surfboards. Anyway, yesterday I saw the 170 at the swap meet, made 70 on eBay, minus the cost of picking. That's $227 yesterday. That was only 8 hours of work. That's 28 bucks an hour. When you don't have any cost of acquisition and you're still selling stuff, that's the sweet spot. That's where you start really making the money. That's not bad for a part-time gig. So we're on the tripod now for those of you that are tired of my shaky videos. Anyhow, that's the end of this movie. If you would like to learn how to make money at storage auctions, please feel free to buy a copy of my book, The Weekend Storage Warrior, available on Amazon.com. And that's it for the picking movie. Pretty soon we'll try to go buy some more storage units and get some more new videos up. But until then, bye-bye.